Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you for watching. I am the sports judge. Dodgers Padres. The NLDS is set. That's beautiful, baby. That's beautiful, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to say this right from the top of this video. If you are scared of the San Diego Padres, if you think the Dodgers are going to lose this series, get the hell off this video right now. Click off. Do not listen to this. You gotta believe. I'm always prepared for a letdown, but I'm trying not to think about it. I'm trying to stay positive here about the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers and the Padres renew their rivalry in a highly anticipated National League Division Series matchup. The best of 5 series begins on Saturday in Los Angeles and features no shortage of storylines, including Shohei Ohtani's postseason debut. Yes, this is the first of many for him. This is his first ever postseason. This is why he joined the Dodgers, because he knew he would have a shot to get to the postseason. And, the team left standing after this NL West clash will advance to the NLCS to face the winner of the NLDS between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Man, I am excited. Every October around this time of year, I'm excited for Dodgers baseball. Until the very end, because usually the end result is that the Dodgers get eliminated from the playoffs. Hopefully that doesn't happen this year. Game 1 is Saturday. I am pumped up. This is going to be brilliant. This is going to be great. Looking at the Dodgers, man, we've been pretty depleted this year due to injuries. And pitching has been a major concern, right? The starting pitching, both the starting pitching and the bullpen. It has been concerning for the Dodgers. But, there's going to be some key matchups. You got Jack Flaherty and Michael Kopech, who you picked up at the trade deadline. If you're the Padres, you would take Dylan Cease in any matchup. And, Yamamoto might be favored over Michael King. It would be close. The Padres would have clear advantages over the rest of the Dodgers rotation because, as we know, they're healthier, right? It sucks. It's a huge blow. It's very disappointing that Joe Musgrove won't be able to go. He's going to have season-ending surgery, so he's done. He won't be available for the postseason. So that sucks, I think after his injury, it gets a little tighter, But this is going to be a fun series. Everyone is talking about the Dodgers pitching situation. But if they win, it will be in no small part because of the front two guys, Flaherty and Yamamoto. And then someone like Knack steps forward. I think Landon Knack is going to have to be huge in this series. The 27-year-old gets, his shot right here. This is his opportunity. I like what he brings to this Dodgers rotation, given his arm slot and he has a standout slider, and this is new to him, but I think he is ready for the big moment. I think he's ready for the opportunity, but yes, I will say, and I'm going to be unbiased here by saying this, the Padres pitching staff is clearly better, no doubt about that, but the Dodgers, to me, their lineup is better. When you look at their batting order, there's a lot of power at the top of that order. You look at them and you go, man, you got Shohei Ohtani. They boast the lineup with Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman at the top. A level of firepower that is complicated for any pitching staff to contend with on paper. For as glaring as the Dodgers' issues are, as bad as their starting pitching is, and as many injuries as they've absorbed, they still had the best record in baseball this season. Considering everything they've been through this year, the Dodgers still finished with the most wins this season. Ohtani is playing at his best. He had a 50-50 season. He created a club for himself. He invented the 50-50 club, 50 stolen bases, 50 plus home runs. It's amazing what the man has done this season. Betts is motivated after a disastrous performance last October. I think he still has that bitter taste in his mouth. This lineup might be as deep as any the Dodgers have had during this run of 12 consecutive postseason, and their bullpen will benefit from 5 days rest. From 5 days rest, they've been off for 5 days, allowing a deep group to kind of reset. But I think this postseason, so much is going to depend on that bullpen. The Dodgers are going to be riding the shoulders of that bullpen. The bullpen is going to have to be huge. The bullpen is going to be critical. I think it comes down to the bullpen. The Dodgers are ready to battle it out with the Padres. And they did just that throughout the second half of the season, culminating in a series at Dodger Stadium during the final week of the regular season. The Padres had their pitching lined up. It didn't matter with the Dodgers taking 2 of 3 games in the series. But the Padres, man, they enter October as a trendy pick to win the National League pennant. And why wouldn't they? You look at the Dodgers in the postseason, and they usually fall short. Rarely do they get it done. And I know this year it's a bit different because they feel like they have unfinished business. And you saw the Padres, what they did against a depleted Braves opponent. And see, that's a little bit worrisome if you're a Dodgers fan. They did little to dispel the notion that they might be this postseason's most complete team. Even with the loss of Joe Musgrove, potentially for the rest of the month and beyond, could bring an opportunity to showcase their depth. You look at the Padres rotation, still contains Michael King, who continued his amazing run, and he has asserted himself as a frontline starter. In his first postseason start, and then you have Dylan Cease, who is capable of showing off his no-hit stuff. Yu Darvish, who has shown encouraging signs since his return from an extended absence, and then you got Martin Perez, who has exceeded expectations since his arrival at the trade deadline. So they're loaded. And you look at the bullpen. A loaded bullpen showed in September it can handle a heavy workload. An injury-riddled Dodgers team would gladly trade its pitching situation for San Diego's. I will just say that. So I think looking at this series, going into this series, the Padres bullpen and starting rotation is much more robust. It is more complete. They have more options. They have, they're stronger and they're healthier. On the other side of the ball, the Padres possess a relentless offense that just blitzed Atlanta lefty Max Fried early in a series in which they just made it short against the Braves, and this lineup, man, they have a combination of contact, pressure, and power. You have Fernando Tatis Jr. in particular. He could be that guy who just goes off this postseason. There's always somebody that creates a postseason moment for themselves, and Fernando Tatis Jr. could be that guy. He could have his moment this October. The star right fielder wasn't around 2 Octobers. Then you got that young dude, the rookie Jackson Merrill, and everyone was talking about the Jackson 3. You saw you saw Jackson Holiday in the postseason with the Orioles, and then you had Jackson. I'm going blank on his last name, but he plays for the Milwaukee Brewers. The Jackson Three, they all made it to the playoffs, and the only one that's still standing, the only Jackson that remains is Jackson Merrill on the San Diego Padres, and I mean, his bat will be one of those bats that wake up and just like completely obliterate the Dodgers pitching. That's usually what happens. It's always a player who comes out of nowhere, and they just destroy Dodgers pitching and make them look really, really bad. The Dodgers appear vulnerable. Tatis is again in the middle of everything. You talk about his flair for the drama, Tatis has hit 12 home runs in 34 career games at Dodger Stadium, and he could be that guy that just put them over the top. I mean, this is going to be a great series. All eyes will be on Shohei Ohtani. Everyone's going to be talking about Shohei Ohtani because you look at this, and I mean, he's clearly the man, right? Showtime at Dodger Stadium. These are the moments that Ohtani signed in Los Angeles for, and the moments the Dodgers signed him for. His first season as a Dodger has topped even, the heaviest of expectations. I mean, 54 home runs, 59 stolen bases, and perhaps a third MVP award coming his way. And I think for as much as the Dodgers have insisted they do not need Ohtani to carry them, how he responds to the challenge will have repercussions for the rest of the series. So his bat does matter. It does matter what he does. If the Padres don't pitch to Ohtani, will he show enough restraint? And who else in this lineup will step up? Will his ability to use his legs be enough to steer, the offense? Would it be enough to manufacture runs and bring those runners across? Will his presence open things up for Betts and Freeman? So it's going to be interesting to watch. This is going to be one hell of a series, but don't give up on the Dodgers just yet, folks. Like, give them a shot. There's people already counting this team out. There's Dodger fans already counting this team out. I know that they disappointed us enough that it's hard to really believe in this team and give this team a chance. But with Ohtani, anything is possible. Ohtani asserted his case as the best player on the planet during the regular season, and I think that will translate well into the postseason. You look at what he did in September. You look at what he did all summer long. So I think Ohtani is that, that final piece to the Dodgers World Series puzzle, and we'll just see. We'll see what happens, but this is going to be one hell of a series, and please don't give up on them. But I do think the Padres will lose this series. I'm calling it right now. I think the Dodgers are going to beat them. I know they got stars in San Diego. You look at that lineup, you got breakout stars over there as well. On and off the field, you got guys who are feisty, capable of galvanizing their teammates towards a common goal. I get all of that, but I think the Dodgers won't let the Padres come into Dodger Stadium and beat them. I think this is the year the Dodgers dominate. I think this is the year the Dodgers kick some ass, and they're going to make some noise in October. This is our year, baby. I'm ready to say it. This is our year. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate the love and support. We'll chat really soon. I'm getting out of here now. Peace. Have a great Friday.